And we welcome you back into Dwyer Field after a little bit of a break here on Sunday, August 10th. It's the final day of the 2025 Mason Youth Football Grimes Bowl as we reach just the last two games of this year's edition. It's the Mason Comets versus Blanchester in this 5th grade matchup here in the Grimes Bowl. I'm Daniel Panetti, joined alongside my broadcast partner, Coach Anthony Rose. Short little break.
Yeah, it was nice. Back to it now. Blanchester against Mason here. Blanchester with the run and a big stick up the middle by number 4, Jackson Smith. Oops, sorry, wrong name. Aiden Rosado up the middle there.
And the Comets, they've been victorious most of today and trying to keep that trend going these next couple of games, and the Grimes Bowl off on a good note.
I can run to the outside of our quarterback. Look like he's going to get outside. No, tripped up there in the last second before he could round the corner. Now we're going to go down for player intros for this game.
My name is Aiden. I play tackle on defense, and my favorite player is Justin Jefferson.
My name is Carson Brock. I play defensive end, and my favorite NFL player is Jamar Chase.
My name is Trace from Ballard, and my position is center and everything on the defensive line. My favorite player is Brian Dawkins.
My name is Moses. My position is defensive lineman, and I don't have one.
My name is Isaiah Watt. I play QB1 and linebacker. My favorite NFL player is Joe Burrow.
My name is Matthew Council. I play QB and corner. My favorite NFL player is Jamar Chase.
My name is Ben Collier. I play offensive guard, and my favorite football player is Trey Hendricks.
Hi, my name is Jordan Andrew. I play wide receiver and corner, and my favorite NFL player is Tyreek Hill.
My name is Ryder Ross. I play wide receiver, running back, linebacker, and my favorite NFL player is Jamar Chase.
My name is Jude Minaccio. I'm number 18. I play tight end, and my NFL player is Jamar Chase.
My name is Xavier Light. I play tight end and defensive end, and my favorite player is Deion Sanders.
My name is Zach Powell. I play defensive end, and my favorite player is Jamar Chase.
My name is Dawn Payne. I'm an O-line, and my favorite NFL player is Steve Montgomery.
My name is Lakin Campbell. I'm offensive lineman, and my favorite NFL player is Joe Burrow.
My name is Nolan Warner. I play middle linebacker and running back. My favorite player is C.D. Lamb.
My name is William Johnson, and my favorite NFL player is Joe Burrow.
My name is Bodie Tant. I play tight end. My favorite NFL player is Joe.
And a holding against the offense. We'll back it up 10 yards. Gonna repeat first down.
All right, now we're back here after the player announcements and what looks to be a 10-yard holding penalty against Mason. This team just played 2 games ago, or game before last. Came out victorious in that one, looking to do the same here. Another penalty offsides on Blanchester here.
Still first down.
They get 5 of the 10 back here. Still first down.
That is a tough task to ask a team on a day like this with this kind of weather to go out there and play two games in one day and play another one yesterday as well. You really gotta hand it to these kids, you know, having some incredible grit to go out there and play multiple games.
There's a handoff right up the middle. Nice move and breaks another tackle, gets out there, breaks another tackle.
Wow.
Looks like he's gonna break one for a touchdown here. Number 17, Ryder Ross with the touchdown. Nice play there. Broke a couple tackles, and yeah, I mean, 2 games a day alone in what has to be the hottest part of the day is tough enough, and here they are playing their 3rd game in 2 days.
Yeah, that big touchdown. You can tell Ryder Ross, he's earned that snow cone down there, cone of ice down there at the truck, having an amazing day on the ground. You got to tip your cap to this running back.
Done a great job today. We'll hear say his name quite a few more times here during this broadcast of this game, I'm sure of it. They're gonna line up and go for 2 here. Looks like he's gonna bounce it outside. Is he gonna get there or not? Yeah, he did, and got into the end zone there. I don't know, maybe at 5th grade they move him back farther for an extra point, but gonna make it 7-0. Running clock here with 13:15 to go. Now Blanchester's gonna get a shot at running an offense.
So it's a very quick drive for the Comets offensively, with Ryder Ross being able to just take one, breaking a multitude of tackles. And so just about 13-15 left in this first half. Comets, they get the extra point, have a quick 7-0 lead.
Ready to go here with Blanchester taking the field, going over the last couple minute instructions from their coach. Going to start the clock up and let it start running here for this Blanchester possession. Toss out, and Mason defense is just all over it. I think we saw a bunch of this in the game before that they had. Looks to be an injured player on the field for Blanchester. Number 23, Zach Powell, first back there in the backfield. Number 8, Trezin Ballard finishing them off, along with a few others.
Hope that it's nothing too bad with this injury. We've seen a plethora of water breaks being given out due to the heat. So a lot of guys, depending on their hydration levels, could play a big role in impacting their performance.
I'm not sure when the last time this Blanchester team played, if it was earlier yesterday but I'm sure they're all pretty gassed here by the end of all this. It looks like he's up, moving, and trainers are out with him on the field, so he's going to slowly limp off the sideline there.
And it's nice to see him being able to get up. Seems to be walking on his own power. That's a very good sign to see.
So back to running clock here. Blanchester's going to have it 2nd down and 14 after the 4-yard loss on 1st down. Quarterback trying to get everybody set in the right position. Gets in the shotgun position, puts the man in motion. He's going to keep this one. Run to the outside. Gets spun down on the outside out there.
And number 3, Mason Speakman, your ball here.
By a few Mason comments.
Tackle on the field by number 43, William Johnson.
Number 43, William Johnson with the tackle.
So you're early in just a couple plays. You're seeing this common defense really not letting much by the line of scrimmage. It's been a defensive day for this group.
Yeah, they played very well the first game today. Very well on the defensive side of the ball. So, you know, you almost expect them to do the same here for this game. There's a bad snap, and Blanchester's just going to fall on that one for a loss of 5 on 3rd down, bringing up 4th down and about 18 here for Blanchester. And they're going to elect to ghost punt here. Punt at 25 yards and let Mason take over, see if they can hold them out of the end zone this time.
And Blanchester will elect to punt the ball.
Yeah, so we'll see with this Mason team coming back out for their 2nd drive. It didn't take very long. Ryder Ross to be able to break just a couple tackles. It seems like the tackling might be a little bit of an issue for this Blanchester team. Ross, and you got to think with this Combat team, little fatigued, you know, not fully 100% after playing in a game earlier today. Still mustering that energy to go out and play a whole nother set of 40 minutes of football.
It makes it hard sitting down for an hour in between games and then getting right back up and getting loose, because you're not going to be working out the whole time. You're going to be relaxing, hydrating, trying to get a snack in of some sort, hopefully, you know, some sort of fruit or something like that to keep you going.
The Gatorades probably came in very big during that little intermission.
There's a flag on the field on this jet sweep, and another flag comes out.
And it's all run there by number 89, Ben Nolan, but we do have a couple of flags on the field.
Holding on Mason.
Gonna be like holding on the offense.
Replay 1st down.
And that holding call will bring the ball back 10 yards. It's gonna be 1st down and 20 for the Comets.
So Mason's going to be 1st down and 20 here, but it looks like Mason's going to take a timeout before we get there. Very hot and steamy day up here in the booth, Danny. Sun's right in our face now, making it very difficult to see any players' numbers out here.
Absolutely, it's It's your typical summer day right here for the Grimes Bowl. The heat not backing off. The sun was looking to be scraped up by some clouds. Those seem to be gone. It's that classic hot summer football weather.
All in all, it's been a good day, some good football games. Last couple here have been really good at Dwyer Field. Comets look to have success in their youth program this year. Hopefully build on in the junior high and in the high school.
And that's what it's all about, is keeping the kids, wanting to play football all the way to hopefully the varsity level.
So a pass here on first down. Nice catch, couple missed tackles here. Looks like he's gonna pick up all the yardage back from the penalty, so that's helpful for Mason. 17, Ryder Ross with the nice moves in the open field. So picked up 11, so it's gonna be 2nd and 9 now. So got rid of that penalty distance real quick. They did, so that's good for the Comets here on 2nd down. Go shotgun again here. Low snap, but a nice pickup by the QB and a run to the outside here.
Number 89 on that little jet sweep.
89, Ben Nolan on the jet sweep there. So good run there by him.
A run that'll set up 3rd down, about 5 left to go. Ball spotted around midfield.
So yeah, we're gonna be 3rd down here in about 4 now for the Mason Comets. So see what they have drawn up here for them on 3rd down. They're hoping to pick up some here and then maybe go for it on 4th on the 50-yard line. Looks like it's gonna be a false start on the right end of the line over there. He was still, looked like he was still getting set when they hiked the ball, so. Only time you never want to hear your name called when you're an offensive lineman. Nobody likes to hear offensive lineman name called because you know you're probably done something wrong.
Yeah, if that PA announcer is saying your name up there 10 times out of 10, really, from my experience, it's never really going your way.
No, they don't usually praise you. It's usually when you false start. Here comes a jet sweep around. Nice block on the outside. He's out and free. It looks like he's going to run it all the way into the end zone here for a touchdown for Mason.
Number 21, Jamison Moss on that. That's a huge play. Has that breakaway speed. And Moss doing what Randy would do in the NFL, taking balls to the house. The Comets extend their lead now 13-0. What a big day for this Comet team.
Yeah, this team's had an amazing day today. Like we spoke about earlier, they shut out the Lebanon Warriors earlier. Played great defense, had a safety in the first game, first and only safety of the day. And then here they are up 13-0 with about 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to go ahead and line up and go for the extra point here. They're going to line up in the traditional shotgun with running backs to either side of him, 2 wide receiver set. Looks like they're going to throw for this one. Is he going to throw it? He does, and it's a drop pass with a flag on the field.
And we got laundry on the field.
Bodie Tance, number 87, is who he was looking for right there.
Looks like it's going to be an illegal man downfield on that offensive line. They're going to decline it. Blanchester's going to take over after Mason scores the long touchdown. 13-0. Nice run out there by Jamison Moss. Put the Comets up 2 scores. We're going to take a timeout for Blanchester here with 3:46 to go. Let them get some water in here, and all the boys get hydrated during the water break or timeout break here.
And we'll see this offense of Blanchester come back out. Just about 3 minutes, 46 seconds left in this first half. And the Comets doing exactly what they did earlier today, keeping these offenses scoreless. Defense that's already been on this incredibly hot field for plenty of time today, depending on whichever game you're talking about. You know that coach is saying, I don't want to go 40 minutes of football scoreless. I want to go 80.
Exactly. Why do 40 when you can do 80? I mean, coach wants to pitch 2 shutouts today and build on that so they can get going. So Blanchester's going to take over here at the 35 to see if they can move the ball past this Mason defense with a handoff straight up the middle. A big hit up in the middle there by the Mason Comets team.
And they're running up the middle, broken up by a wall of Mason Comets. Back on the field led by number 10,
Isaiah Wyatt, one of the guys, one of the many in there on that tackle.
So Blanchester's going to line up for a second, about 9 to go now. Maybe got a yard there. Shotgun formation, snap high a little bit. Fielded by the QB, though. It runs it out for a couple yards.
And number 3, Mason Speakman, your ball carrier. Pick up of a couple yards on that
Wyatt
run.
in on that tackle again. Couple of Comets. Number 36, Nolan Weimer is in there as well.
There's a handoff again, met in the backfield, grabbed by a leg and pulled down by number 4.
Aiden Rosado, number 4, came in there flying in the backfield.
Was not going to let go, was not going to be denied that tackle for loss in the backfield, which is going to bring up 4th down and 10. They're back to where they started at the 35 here for Blanchester, and they've elected to just go ahead and go for it. Try to get something moving here with 1:40 to go in the first half. Shotgun snap, a flip back. It looks like it's going to be a pass now. Oh, it's going to be picked off.
Ryder Ross, 17.
Nice pick off. Ends up being picked off at the 38-yard line where Mason's going to take over with about 1:20 to go in the first half.
we're starting to see the Ryder Ross game right in front of our eyes. Had a big touchdown run earlier that time. Is able to get in front of a receiver as Blanchester was trying out some trickery, even a pitch to a throw, but a little bit underthrown as he was hit as he threw. And Ross was just in perfect position, kind of a right place, right time kind of positioning. Now the Comets have it going the other way.
We'll see what kind of plays the Comets can get off here with about 45 seconds to go in the first half. I'm sure they're not in too big of a hurry to call too many more plays here. They'll probably get one off here, probably looking for a big play touchdown here from maybe Ryder Ross or somebody like that, or Aiden Rosado or one of the other kids on the team here. So we're going to go shotgun again. Low snap, picks it back up. Looks to throw the ball here. Throws it out for a catch. Trips over his own feet at the 30 or 28-yard line. Just short of a first down with 8 seconds to go. And that'll probably do it for the first half, as Mason has dominated this first half, 13-0 over Blanchester. Ryder Ross doing it on both sides of the ball for the first half. We'll be back after halftime.
After 20 minutes of play, Mason 13, Blanchester 0. We're going to take a 5-minute halftime. Let these guys get some water in them. Formulate a game plan, come out for another second half of Mason versus Blanchester football.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I wonder if you know that we can get help. Not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Can't believe you're doing this alone.
I've done it before.
I remember you threw your back out. How you holding up?
Hand me that board.
Nothing wrong with getting help.
I'm good.
I did it when Felicia left.
I'll figure it out.
I know you will, but you don't have to do it alone. That's all I'm saying.
If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence?
Now you need my help.
It can be a real pain sometimes, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
All right, our first item of business is a presentation, which is a swearing in of a new officer.
A freeze-on mayor with Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. Brings it himself inside the 10. Touchdown, Marymount. From the top of the key, Anna Habra ties the score.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more,
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
Gary line up on their 35-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Mason.
No sunscreen, did you?
No, because who thought you'd be getting...
We're back here at Dwyer Field for the second half of this 5th grade contest between the Mason Comets and the Blanchester, I can't remember their name now, Wildcats, right? And been a long day in the sun up here in the press box in the heat, so we're going to get started here with the second half with Mason taking the ball first here, up 13-0.
Yeah, it was a big first half for the Mason Comets, and playing this group, playing their second game of the day, and having such a nice showing. You know, Ryder Ross having a big day on the ground.
So Mason's going to come out lined up in that shotgun split tailback formation here. Send the guy in motion. It's a rolled snap. Nice handle by the quarterback. And a nice run here by the Mason Comets, number 43, William Johnson, for a nice pickup and a first down for the first play of the second half.
Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of William Johnson so far today. And that time he gets that jet sweep. And while some low snap, high snap, great snap, whatever kind of snap that they get, the Comets haven't been making mistakes out of it.
It's like they've almost kind of used to it being a low snap, and they're ready for it. The QB has done a great job today.
And hey, as long as you and the center being on the same page, that's all that matters for these beginnings.
Good snap there. Number 17 around the corner. Going to run outside and get shoestring tackled there at the end. Ryder Ross. Usually he doesn't get tackled that easily. That's actually a surprising one right there.
Yeah, you can see number 21, Jamison Moss, trying to keep him up as he's dropping to a knee, trying to hold on, saying, "Don't let me touch the ground." So those have been the offensive big guys for this team. It's Ryder Ross, Jamison Moss. He had that big touchdown to make it a 2-possession game.
And Matthew Council back there at quarterback has done a great job handling low snaps, high snaps, snaps that have rolled to him. Made a couple good plays in the first game as well to keep the Comets on the field and put them in the end zone. So
there's another one.
He just scoops it right up, hands it off, and off goes 43 William Johnson down the field. If he has one man to beat, stiff arms him, but gets pulled down at the 10-yard line for another big gain down the field here.
Yeah, William Johnson's trying to punch his name into that stat book as well. He's seeing Jamison and Ryder both get into the end zone. He's saying, I want to join the party. I want to be celebrating in the end zone.
So yeah, it's going to end up being 1st and goal now from the 10 for these Comets. Moving the ball nicely again, very quickly. Only 2.5 minutes gone by in this second half now, and they've already put it down inside the 10. So, you know, great job on that offensive line. Really blocking well out there today. These guys are really moving the guys around. Looks like they jumped a little bit on the defense. Bodie Tant there on the end, the tackle, 87, doing a great job. The guards inside, number 8, Trezin Ballard, and others really moving guys off the line and then working their way to the second level to pick up second-level blocks that allow the Ryder Ross and William Johnson to spring loose and get up the field more.
Yeah, that second-level blocking is really going to start being hammered down in the 5th grade level. And probably a few grades before, you're in practice, you're having those tackling dummies. It's all right. Get that push on the defensive lineman, go out, get your assignment.
Another great runoff tackle there for a touchdown.
There's William Johnson, 43. He punches his way in.
They pretty much ran him the whole time that time, besides one play to one of the Ryder Ross there on the one play, and then the rest was pretty much William Johnson all the way down the field. Pretty much ran him down the field and gained, 90% of the yards on that drive for the Comets to put them up 19-0 with 15:30 approaching here left in the second and in the game. So, yeah, that puts it very hard for Blanchester to make a comeback with a running clock. They're going to line up and go for the extra point. Another low snap. Looks to be a pass this time. Or maybe he's going to run it. Council's going to take off and run for the end zone and ends up into the end zone for the extra point. Matthew Council runs it in for the extra point, making it 20-0 now. Mason with 15 to go.
And this Comet offense is just not having any trouble moving it down the field. This is just a textbook, good offense and a great defense setting behind them. A team that's going to walk out of here today with 2 wins on just one Sunday. The best you could ask for day 2 of the Grimes Bowl for this 5th grade club. They got a great season in front of them, and we're just seeing the beginning right now.
Yeah, they've definitely done very well today. I don't know what their outcome was yesterday, but I couldn't imagine them doing too bad yesterday either. So makes for a great weekend, gives them some confidence for the season.
It's got to be a little nice. Probably the only time that this team, being at the 5th grade, usually playing earlier in the day. So kind of seeing that little bit of, definitely not reaching the sunset area, not under the lights, but you're having that little bit of cloud coverage that you wouldn't really see at those 1 o'clock, those 2 o'clock games. So it's a little bit of a different atmosphere for both of these teams.
So Blanchester's going to take it out to 35 here, looking to move some offense. Going to swing pass it out to the outside, and nothing doing there. Mason all over it.
Aiden Rosado, number 4, he was one of the guys who was able to get
slow
in.
to get up, and Zach Powell, number 23, helping to sling to the ground there. As Blanchester lines up to run their next play for 2nd down and 12 now after the 2-yard loss on 1st down. Quick handoff inside and met right away again by number 23, Zach Powell. 2 plays in a row, he's been right there on top of things to hold this Blanchester team to no yards or negative yards. So here comes 3rd down and about 12 still for Blanchester. Reverse out for the quarterback. He's looking to make a move to get outside, but he's not going to be able to do it. Good open field tackle by number 11, Matthew Council. So quarterback, corner, doing a great job today.
And nice little open field tackle there from behind from Matthew Council. Haven't heard his name a whole lot today, but doing a nice job there containing the outside, not allowing anything, as we've seen Blanchester really try and establish their offense on those outside runs. The Comet defense has just been too fast.
Yeah, they can't seem to get outside on this Comets defense. The Comets defense is clearly faster, well-disciplined, stays outside, works everything back into the middle of the field. And getting outside on them has just not been easy for this team or the Lebanon Warriors team that they played earlier. I think the Warriors had more success inside against them, but not much. So it's been a struggle for both teams that have played this Comets 5th grade team. Very well-rounded, and they get after the ball on both sides of the ball. So offense and defense are really getting after it. So Mason's going to take over at the 40 after the ghost punt from Blanchester, and see what is in store. Maybe they'll get somebody else on the board here today.
We've already seen 3 different guys from this Comet offense finding their way into the end zone. Obviously, we've been talking about Ryder Ross a whole lot. 21, Jamison Moss, and as well a few other guys, excuse me, William Johnson, number 43, has found his way in last drive. The Comets have 3 different guys already seeing themselves in the end zone. What if we might see another? As right here, looks like Ryder Ross continuing his way down the field, and he's finally brought down inside the 25 at around the 22. Number 18, it looks like, of the Wildcats, able of Blanchester, able to take him down.
So it looks like that one's coming way back here. Unfortunate for the Comets.
So it's a big run by Ryder Ross, 17. Looks like it might be coming back.
All right, unfortunately that is an offensive, or it could be an ineligible receiver.
Ineligible receiver downfield is what they are calling it as. So the big run from Ross will be taken back. This Comet offense, they've had no trouble creating that open space. See how long it might potentially take to have another one of those runs.
Yeah, 1st and 15 is, I don't think, a problem for this team. You got 3 wide receivers out to the bottom side of the screen here. So maybe a pass attempt here. Nope, looks like he's just going to run it. nobody's out there for Blanchester. Instead of running out of bounds, he decides to pinball off a few guys and pick up some more yards. Ends up getting another 10 or 15 there instead of running out of bounds.
That's looks to be Isaiah Wyatt, number 10. Just keeping his feet in bounds. What a nice little play there from the 5th grader, and being able to break so many tackles, spinning off some defenders, not going out of bounds, flipping the field, getting into enemy territory. That's a textbook little run right there after that snap.
He rolled out the pass, realized there was nobody open, and then realized quickly that there was nobody in front of him. So time to run down the field for a little bit of gain. Great job there by Isaiah Wyatt on his own to kind of make that and go about it. So Mason first down at the 35 of Blanchester. Another low snap, but handled well. Looks like a pass here down the field, overthrown.
He was looking for Jamison Moss, number 21. It looked like already had seen the end zone today.
Outthrowing his receiver. Ball stays at the 35-yard line. Sorry, second and 10.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Mason Comets. About 7:40 left in this one. Mason looking to go up 4 scores here now. Shotgun snap here. Oh, it's rolled past Council, or Isaiah Wyatt, I'm sorry, but he was able to bounce on top of the ball there and save a potential turnover. It's going to bring up 3rd down now.
You saw 56 of the Wildcats started running in there, but just decided not to fall on it. It looked like he thought the Mason quarterback was going to pick it up and start running with it himself. That's a big opportunity missed there for the Wildcats.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 17 here. Another fumble on the snap, and Isaiah Wyatt's just going to fall on that one. Little off on that and all that. So looks to be a water break now at 6:32 left in this one. So Mason definitely dominant here in this game, just like they were earlier against the Lebanon Warriors. I think more so this game than the Warriors game. The Warriors defense really held Mason out of the end zone on several occasions, which would have made that game a lot more of a blowout than what it, it really wasn't a blowout, honestly. So, but Mason really putting it together this time, not hurting themselves with too many bad penalties. A couple fumbles here lately that they've been able to recover, but nothing too bad.
Yeah, it shows that the Comets matched up well against that Lebanon team. Only had that 8-0 victory, and right now, as you said, having a very comfortable lead. And you take that game, and you found what worked, you found what didn't work, you took it into, you would say today, but it is the same day. It's just about an hour later. You got the guys able to get a rest. It looks like his coaching staff and the team did a good job of resting their players. Probably, 5 of them sitting in that high school locker room, which right after that game, getting a little bit of air conditioning, which is exactly what a team would need after playing on this field in these conditions. So being able to just go an hour later and have the performance that they're having right now, all you can do is be so incredibly proud of this team. If you're a parent watching your kid down there playing, or you're a coach, watching your kid down there playing, or just coaching the team.
Here goes a 4th down play. There's going to be a pass down the field and overthrown again.
Yeah, looking for Ryder Ross once more there.
So the Comets are going to turn it over on downs now.
Excellent coverage there by number 39.
And the timeout's going to be called by Blanchester here with 6:12 to go.
Pass ball's incomplete. Result of play is going to be a turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for Blanchester.
It's a nice job there from Blanchester being able to force the turnover like that.
Yeah, I mean, they held tall against a team that has been really running whatever they wanted against them. So it's nice for them to hold them and now get the ball back, maybe do something on offense here for them. Little confidence booster going into their season. It's been a rough go at it for the offense here for this Blanchester team this game. A lot of miscues on snaps and really not very good blocking up front by the offensive line. The defensive line for Mason has just been getting penetration into that backfield on every single play just about.
Yeah, and you would expect to have problems like these early in the season. You know, they have a lot of months of football, a lot of practices, many games in front of them, both of these teams. So you find these weaknesses, you find those center to quarterback issues that you can get fixed just like, you know, in practice. As, you know, I was saying the way we did it. Once practice is over, once all the team stuff is done, you and the quarterback, you do 100 snaps in a shotgun, making sure that you and your quarterback are on the same page. Because, you know, we've seen in many games like this, if the quarterback and the center aren't on the same page in those snaps, it can completely, you know, derail an offense. It's why they're the two, I'd say, the most important positions on the field.
We're going to end up having a legal shift here on Blanchester. Two guys moving. Neither one got set there before the hike. So I think there was a lot of yelling coming from that sideline over there, trying to get guys set. I think they might have been a little confused on the play call where they were supposed to be. So it's going to back them up 5 yards to start this drive. So it's going to be 1st and 15 now from the 38. Down to 5 minutes to go in this one. Blanchester looks to move the ball a little bit here. Number 3 just had nowhere to go as soon as he catches the snap. Number 18.
Number 18. Jude Monacchio.
Monacchio. Yeah, that's his name. Jude Monacchio. He was back there, like I said, almost immediately as the quarterback caught the ball. Quarterback really didn't have anywhere to go besides backwards to try to get away from him. The offensive line needs to find a man and block him here for him. Number 3's been taking a beating this game.
And once again, looks like the ball came out.
Jude Monacchio again. Looks like he's going to be down by contact. They're going to roll him down for what's going to be a 3rd down and a long way to go. So,
yeah, the offensive line just having an immense amount of trouble trying to stop this Comet front 7. They have just been running right through the line the entire time.
3rd and 25 now for Blanchester. Right up the middle, too. Right over the guard, the center, which is the worst spot for a quarterback to get rushed. Another flag on the field, another big hit out on the edge by number 11, Matthew Council out there.
Council is just finding a home right there behind the line of scrimmage. He's been flying all day, finding himself everywhere in that backfield. And this is one of those games where if you're having film that you're watching after these games, I know we started around 5th or 6th grade. You know, you're having a lot of fun if you're the Comets watching these.
Yeah, you're having a lot of fun trying to work out on a few things, you know, point out a few deficiencies in their game to improve. But, yeah, I mean, watching a film like this, you have to be happy when you see big hits and big runs and broken tackles and huge stiff arms.
And I think the favorite thing you watch about that, the stiff arms and all that great, just execution of your offense and your defense is sometimes the best part. Watching, the offensive line put a hole together for the running back to go through, or watching a clean pocket for your quarterback, watching the defensive line being able to pursue through their A, B, and C gaps. Plays like that. I'm a lineman, so I'm speaking from my bias of experience, but watching those types of plays, those sometimes are just the most satisfying.
Yeah, executing up front makes a world of a difference in a football game. That's for sure. So if you're not going to execute up front, it doesn't matter what you have on the tail end. You have the fastest guy out there, but if you can't block nobody, he can't get free. So it's a very hard situation. Sometimes the O-line and the D-line takes a brutal force of the coaches yelling, but when they do good, you never hear much from the coach about the offensive line.
And as offensive linemen, you're going to love that. You're the position that you don't want to be talked about a whole lot, because if you're not being talked about, you're doing your job.
Mason's going to take over at the 50 here. Matthew Council's going to hand off here for a nice gain by number 36. Nolan Warner, another new runner for the Mason Comets football team, trying to get some more guys in here and mixing them up for a nice 6-yard gain on first down. So brings up 2nd and 4 here with about 1:30 to go in this one. Another handoff to 89 here. Ben Nolan with a big run. Bounces it outside. Couple guys miss and tackles for another Comets first down.
Yeah, just about 1:10 left in this game. Looks like the Comets probably not in much of a rush to try and put up another score. But I hope once this game is over, they get a nice ovation from this crowd. And then, if I'm them, I'm going straight down to that Kona ice truck, because, man, 2 games in 1 day in this type of heat, and I would say you earn it.
It's either Kona ice truck or an ice bath, one of the two, because you're going to need either or, maybe both. Nice run, bounced outside. He's going to go all the way to the end zone untouched for a Comets touchdown. It looks like a penalty flag on the field, holding. Nolan Warner thought he had one for the day, and now he's got to bring it all the way back. Nice run by him, though, either way. Looks like we're going to line it up, though, at 15 seconds to go. Mason's not going to run another play. It's going to end up being Mason 20, Blanchester 0 for the 5th grade football teams. Now to do it today at Dwyer Field for this one. We'll be back after one more after this.
We thank you all for coming out today. Please go home. Make sure you stay hydrated. Athletes that have been out on the field, make sure you recover. We're drinking a lot of water tonight. Everybody on your way out, you can grab a cold drink from the concession stand. Still plenty of food and snacks and lots of sugar to get loaded up tonight. Make sure you grab something on your way out. We thank you all for coming out today. Last game